Hello, Solo Board Gaming Guide here, and in this video I'm going to just show you why I think Too Many Bones is amazing. I've been meaning to do a full playthrough, but it's a bit of a mission to be honest, because a game takes a good few hours and it'd be an editing odyssey to complete. So I'm just going to show you an example round. I am at day 6, so 6 turns, well actually 8 turns in, because I'm currently on a side quest where I have discovered the council labs, and it's sort of a side quest where there's at least three that I've unlocked so far, side missions. So let me just explain what's going on here. I've got Duster and her wolf. I've got Stanza, who's a bard. She's got her lutar with an axe blade on here. I've actually unlocked the axe blade and got the poison ability on it. And I'm currently just delved into a dungeon, off to a load of baddies, and in this particular one I've got 2 mechs which are here. I've got some wasp type things which have got assault, which means that basically every their attack is linked to the health. So it's a brilliant theme, you know, it's a swarm. As you thin out the swarm, it becomes less effective at attacking. I've got another mech, a mechanical attacker of some description, which has got a swap, so it adjusts the position. It's also got disruption, which basically throws it to the fatigue round, which no doubt I'll come on to. What else have I got here? I've got this chimp type character, which has got blind strikes. If you're next to it, it smacks you before you get anything, and it's got one mind as well. This thing also has one mind, and seemingly a bazooka, and one mind basically means all the chimps will get to attack you in before you get a chance to do anything about it. So I've set up in this battle, look at these beautiful components, these cards, these are all this sort of the loot that I've unlocked. So I've got 2 pretty powerful dudes at the moment, and this is the initiative meter. So sadly this horrible little fella here gets to go first, and I've just rolled. He's rolled a defense and a couple of attacks, and he's knocked down. Got some bonus health here, which I gained from fishing. I unlocked some loot a few rounds ago that allowed me to go fishing and have a load of these. Basically represent fish, which is mental. So unlock those. It's basically cost me a fish, and off I go. I'm about to, after eating some fish, going to attack a chimp with a bazooka. This game's amazing. Right, so up the initiative meter, it's me. Now I've got a particular motivation to get shot of this guy, this 5-pointer, because at the end of every single round, according to my my card, at the end of every round, this 5-point baddie gets replaced with a new 5-point baddie, which basically means unpredictable things happen. So I'm fighting this horror show here. Right, so what I'm going to do, I've got 4 decks, in other words 4 dice, which I can throw it in, and not only have I got my attack dice and my defense dice, but I've also got my skills. This is like a skill tree from a role-playing game. They call it a dice building RPG. So what I'm going to do is use 2 of my dice. I'm going to use throwing knives and Duster's dagger, because I'm really going to throw everything at him. And I'm going to throw 2 attack dice. And I'm basically trying to get rid of this 5-pointer really quickly, so that before he morphs into something else. Right, this is pretty good. So I've got 1, which is going to cancel this attack dice out. I've got another 1, which is going to reduce his health by 1. Look at these beautiful, these are Hoplomachus chips. These are the weighted chips, so it's like being at a casino, it's great. I've got this throwing knives, which is an upgrade, which is going to knock another 2 off him. Doesn't quite kill him, but in effect it does. I've got bleed, which basically means that every single turn for the rest of the battle he will suffer 1 damage. So I've got these effect dice. There we go, bleed. stick that on him. He's going to be dead next turn. Now, basically what I've done there, under normal circumstances, I would have just spent 2 of my best things on my first go, be screwed for the rest of the battle. But look, I've got this tackle box, which basically means if I get some bones, in other words miss, if I do bad things, then I get to unexhaust and get one of these dice back. How good is that? So, yeah, this is a game in which when the dice are against you, good stuff can still happen. So that's Duster's go over. We've got Stanza next. Got dexterity of 4, so I've got 4 things I can do. And what I should have done at the start of the battle, roll my Lutar die, and this is like how much musical focus you have. This is supposedly one of the more complicated characters in the game. And I've got songs. These 3 are songs that I can play that either inspire, you know, Duster to do amazing things and Stanza to do amazing things, or basically screw over the chimps and robots, which is a sentence, isn't it? Right, I'm going to roll in, no, I'm not going to roll that, 3, I'm going to play this song, which is Under the Old Zelfie, and it basically means to myself, I get to get 1 buff HP. So I get an additional 1 buff HP, happy days, that's 1. This thing's got blind strike, so this is going to try and hit me pretty. It's going to try and hit a unit that's next to it. Actually, it's got nothing next to it. I'm going to use 2 of my dexterity, so I've used 1 on the song. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to attack this to try and kill it. So I can either use a dice, or I'm going to use this, which is my axe blade, which is, in other words, I'm going to hit him with my guitar. Right, hopefully something good will happen. Oh, cock dice. Okay, so I get 1 damage. But I also get to place a poison 2 on that chap. So basically next turn he's going to start suffering damage. Happy days. That is Stanza out. Chimp time. So this guy is going to blind strike. Okay. So he does 1, in fact, before he does that, I got 1 buff HP from my song, didn't I? So here goes. I've also got 1 mind. And look, this is a big list of terms, which are basically the AI, the set of rules, the automata for the for all the pieces that I'm playing solo. So 1 mind. Where are we? Alphabet. 1 mind. On this unit's turn, other beast-type baddies roll 1 attack die against their targets. So this guy gets to roll an attack die. Okay. An attack die. Singular. He does. Cock die. 1 damage. I've got a load of buff HP from my fishing. So that's good, isn't it? He goes back there. Right. Back to this chimp character. He's done all the damage he's going to do. He's going to roll 1 health. But what should have happened first, actually, he's going to take 2 poison damage. Oh, actually, he's died. There we go. Rewind. He dies. Doesn't get to do any of that cool stuff. 1 mind never triggered. We get our fish back. Righto. Where are we up to now? On the initiative meter. This guy has got swap and disruption. So he's going to move 2 spaces towards his nearest target, which is 1, 2. And he's going to roll 2 attack and 2 defense. Two attack, 2 defense. Look at all those bones, loads of them. Definitely causes 1 damage. which is a bummer. However, disruption. Disruption means it goes straight to the fatigue round. The fatigue round, let's just check the rules here. At the end of the round, it turns to fatigue. Fatigue basically means that from that point on, everything loses a health every time the initiative tracker goes round. So I'm going to put that there just to remind me. Okay, we've got this guy next. He's got assault and self-repair 1. So before anything happens, he gets 1 defense, that means self-repair, moves to the nearest target here and rolls the amount of health he's got, because it's a big strong swarm at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's hit that. Oh, that doesn't look great, does it? 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 1, and it's a fatigue round. This isn't great. Normally this would be really bad news. I've got some cool loot that I'm going to get to use shortly. Okay, that's this guy done. Fatigue round. Fatigue round, everything loses a health basically. So he loses loses a bonus health. This guy loses a health. Would have died anyway because of the bleed. Five-point baddie. Never got to turn into the awesome thing it was going to turn into anyway. This guy loses a health and is effectively knocked out. Bear with me on that. This guy loses a health, and this is all true damage. Did I take 1 from here? Doesn't look like it, because it's 3 damage. Okay, the reason why this guy's not dead is because he's got a programmable defibrillator. During a battle, using another gear lock, revive with 3, or if you're KO'd, revive with 2. However, permanently reduce your gear lock's stat die, health stat die, by 1. So let's do that first. So we'll get rid of that. And he comes back, or she comes back with 2 health, ready to fight. I think I'm going to play it this way, that it means that that expires. So that song has been and gone, which is fair enough. If you've just been defibrillated, you've probably forgotten the lines of your song. Right. Nothing in the battle queue. Normally, if you have lots of enemies, they stack up here, and as enemies die, they come in to the battlefield. You never have more than 4 at a particular time. So in this particular case, all I need to do is just wipe the field clean. So this guy's dead. Purple, this guy's dead. This is like the order in which people go. It's Duster's turn. Now, if Duster ever loses health, then her awesome wolf called Nightshade comes in and starts biting people, which is great. However, Duster is, through the power of fish, very healthy. So, Duster, who are we going to bite in the face? Let's attack. I'm going to go for this just because it's closer. I don't want to be wasting loads of dexterity, which is stuff points, by moving around the board. So I'm just going to go 1, which gives me 3 dexterity left to do things. This dude has only got 2 health, don't have anything cool. So I'm just going to roll. I've got 3 attack that I can go at. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I should be able to at least generate 3. No. Oh no, 2. There we go. That was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? So that guy's dead. The mech goes back in the pile. Like that there. So I also got a bone. Bones go in the backup plan. So these are all basically additional skills that, or events you can trigger when you get. So pack mentality and backstab basically are about the wolf. If the wolf is in play, get the wolf to do cool things. But as you go up here, you get to unlock various dice and do extra cool stuff. Stanza, for example, has backup plans that allow to increase a musical focus and add distortion, and then essentially smash a Lutar, Pete Townsend style in someone's face. It's great. Right, okay. That's done. What's this guy got? Assault and self-repair. This is going to can only move 2 spaces. Really low in health. Would very much prefer not to die. Used up my defibrillator. It was single use, so this goes back in this enormous, exciting loot pile. Been playing this for about a year now and still haven't got through that. I'm just going to leg it, basically. Got 4, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And instead of rolling defense dice, I'm probably going to play a song. I'm going to play Only Time Will Tell. And what's going on here is, this is like the verse, effectively. 1, 2, 3. Each verse does different things. So verse 1 is the entire party heals for a health. So this guy's already at full health. So Sansa, in this case, is going to heal a health. On to the assault. They're going to move to the nearest thing. 1, 2. They're going to assault 4, 3. 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. Do I have anything? Don't have any stash defense, so that's not great. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm getting into this territory. Right, it's the end of the round. I have just suffered damage, so I think this is how it's worked. Correct me if I'm wrong. This comes into play. This is a bit annoying, actually. I can put it wherever I want. Then fatigue triggers. Everything loses a health, and it's a real health, not a buff HP or anything, even if you have them. So this effectively just dies. Nice one, Wolfie. So, fatigue is having an effect. Right, 2 HP here. Can we kill it in the face? We're going to have to deal out some serious damage here, so I'm going to definitely roll out all 3 of my attack. I've also got this skill here, which is bottled smoke, which basically makes me untargetable, which means it's going to have to waste its movement trying to get around and failing to get to that. So fingers crossed. Yes, I get my bottled smoke, so that means I'm now untargetable. So I get this little guy on here, and I get 3 health, which that cancels out, and 2. Yes, I am victorious. So that is an example round of too many bones. Undertow as it happens, but by all accounts the first one's pretty similar. It's awesome. I'll just show you what happens at the end. So I am successful. So this means that I get 2 loot from this lovely loot pile. So I've got a snare, and I've got a malfunctioning mech, so I get various abilities from that. In my recovery round, I get a chance to either trade these out, recover my health, maybe have a go at unlocking some of these trove loots using a lock-picking mini game, which is pretty interesting. And what I'll do then is don't get any training points this time. So normally training points will allow you to add additional dice and upgrade your stats and so on. But in this case, I get to further this side quest. So I was in the Council Labs Biohazard. I get to go down and go down to Council Labs Horror Factory, which sounds lovely, doesn't it? So this game, it is properly amazing. So if this looks of interest to you, there's a playlist up here now with all my Too Many Bones content about why this isn't maybe as crazy as it looks, and it's actually not that difficult. Also, at the end of this video, you're going to see an option to click on this. This is an amazing solo game. And these little guys here, look at this. These dudes are some 10mm miniatures, which have been painting up. I'm painting those up because I'm designing a board game at the moment that uses 10mm miniatures. That's brilliant. And also, you know, if all that isn't enough already, subscribe to the channel, because on it I show you how to make this thing, which is a table that you can use as a normal functional table, like a normal human being, but under it you can hide all your geeky goodness, and you can actually play a game of Too Many Bones over the course of a couple of weeks. So there you go. This game is amazing. Do subscribe and you'll see plenty more of this. Thanks for watching.